When we talk about underground, abrasive, confrontational cinema from the late 70s, The Driller Killer by Abel Ferrara stands out like a bloody thumb in the Grindhouse catalog. And believe it or not, this film was released exactly 46 years ago today on June 15th, 1979, the very same day that Joy Division's Unknown Pleasures first hit the world. Two raw, haunting works, one in sound, one in film, both born on the same day, capturing the bleak pulse of decaying urban world. The Driller Killer isn't just another grimy slasher, it's an urban descent into madness, an art film disguised as horror exploitation. Abel Ferrara also stars under the name Jimmy Lane, plays Reno Miller, a struggling painter trying to stay afloat in New York's crumbling concrete jungle. But unlike the mythic slashers that would soon haunt the 80s, Reno's violence isn't supernatural or slick. It's born of exhaustion, poverty, frustration, and fear. This film isn't about pressure, the slow, grinding weight of capitalism, art failure, and urban decay pressing down on a man's skull until it cracks. Reno's growling hatred of the city's homelessness, the people he sees as ghosts of his own looming failure, eventually explodes into violence. The weapon he chooses? Not some horror fantasy blade, but a power drill. Ugly, loud, industrial, a tool of labor turned into a tool of destruction. And, like Unknown Pleasures, the monochrome, echoing album from Manchester, The Driller Killer is soaked in despair. It's New York in cold, rotting, indifferent. The walls are stained, the heat never works, the punk band upstairs won't stop rehearsing, the city is alive and it wants you dead. Of course, this film gained infamy during the UK's video Nasty Panic, its reputation pumped by the lurid poster art and scandal more than the actual movie. But strip away the controversy and what remains is something weirdly sad. The story of an artist broken by the world, slowly dissolving into madness against the backdrop of Reagan-era economic neglect. Ferrara would go on to make more polished nightmares like Miss 45, again one of my personal favorites, and my wife's, Bad Lieutenant, but The Driller Killer remains his perfect punk artifact. Ugly, angry, restless. It's not clean or safe. It feels like, grabbing bare wires with wet hands. And how fitting that it shares its birthday with Unknown Pleasures, another work about modern fear, alienation, and the quiet violence of existence. One is the post-punk noise of England, and the other is American grindhouse rage. Twins, both from the same cultural rot. 46 years later, the Driller Killer still stares back at us like cracked mirror. It's not scary because of the gore or shock. It's scary because it feels real. The rent, the bills, the loneliness, the endless noise, the quiet pressures building behind your eyes. That's what makes this strange, scuzzy cult film, unforgettable. Not the drill, but the weight that made him pick it up. So if you haven't listened to this, or if you haven't watched this movie, check it out. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to check out my Unknown Pleasures review that I did earlier this year. It's perfect for this birthday. Check it out.